Hello, YouTube. This is Castle, and this is going to be I believe, 7.7k buffed Buccaneer solo run of Chaos Vellum, CVel. And when I first killed him, like actually killed him, not in practice mode, I did so just this week for the first time because this character's pretty new, and I did so at around 5k stat, maybe even less. I did the 3 doors around 4k stat. And then I put on the CRA gear, and then I did CVel. You will notice that my nodes are really quite good for someone who's relatively new because of the 1200 nodestone event that just happened. I used about half of them on this character, maybe about 700 even. And so my nodes will be quite good. Lord of the Deep's high level. My boost nodes are quite high. And but if you're someone who's been playing, they did a Hypervern event or whatever, you'll have at this point probably similar, if not more, damage to this character. This character is my third character and is still a very new work in progress. So this video hopefully will just give some general tips for killing Chaos Vellum with a relatively low investment. And let's get it started. So, I show off my skills here in the beginning, just real quick. It's my boost nodes, my Legion. When I did the first run, I didn't even have a 4th ring. Now I have the event ring. And I have the pretty good link skills. Nothing level 3, I don't think. That's good, but just the usual boss damage, whatever. And then the Angelic Buster one, of course, very important for bursting. I'm not in a guild, so no individual guild buffs. And I also didn't use Monster Park potions for this run, which are very easy to get. I didn't use the bubble tea stuff from the last event, for Pink Bean or whatever, which I have. You can just buy a Legion attack coupon for very cheap and then do that and wait for a MVP for everyone to buff, and then you should be pretty much good. That's like your average low investment boss run. So it's still like good enough to do it. I use all my burst stuff. I don't know if I'm actually bursting correctly, to be honest, but it's good enough. Gets the job done. If you don't have a bind in your class, always remember Air Nova exists. Sorry if you think I'm being condescending there, but just trying to give the noobs something. So, Chaos Vellum mechanics, of course. You got these rocks that fall from the sky on a bit of a timer. And if you stand in the rock, you'll get stunned. You will not take damage, but you will be stunned. Then you will probably die subsequently because the tails are a one-shot kill to come out of the ground. Right here, I accidentally jump into a rock, get stunned, and die to a tail. So that's my first death. This run is pretty messy. I wanted to show like kind of a messier run, so you can clutch it out. My 5k stat run of this actually went a lot smoother. I think I still had 3 deaths. This one goes down to 1, spoiler. So very important to note about these tails is, A, they take significantly longer to come out of the ground than Vellum does. Probably like 3 times longer. It feels really fast when you're new, but you can actually kind of milk them a little bit, stand in them, wait for them for a moment, and then kind of get out at the last second. You see how long that tail took? It actually takes quite a while. And at first it's hard to tell, is it going to be Vellum or the tail, but you get kind of used to the rhythm of Vellum going in and out. And of course, if he's in the ground and you see this thing moving across the ground like that, then it's always him. So you can know if you see him moving through the ground that it's going to be him every time. And then sometimes he kind of has a bit of a rhythm where he'll go in and out, in and out, in and out a few times, and then eventually he'll do his fireball attack, which you can get some damage in. Also, he will follow you forever if he's in the ground, unless you get near him. So you can kind of wait for the rocks to start falling, and then kind of you're okay. This is a good place to drop him, and then you're good. The big yellow circle, of course, you can't stand anywhere in it, or you'll die. It's pretty easy to dodge. If you die to that, you're trolling, to be honest. It's like, you should not be dying to that. Then the tails, you see here, you can actually place them where you want to place them. They will, if you're in range of Vellum, he will appear, the tails will appear at your feet where you're standing. They will target where you're standing. So you can kind of manipulate where the tails go. Also, this part's super annoying because you can barely see the tails. The green stuff's pretty much fine, especially if you have the auto potion pet thing. Oh, right there, I had a Buccaneer moment. Accidentally double tapped forward and killed myself. I just meant to kind of walk forward just a millimeter, but ended up dashing right into him and killing myself. Pirates, only pirates will have that happen to them. But yeah, so you'll see me manipulating where the tails are going when he's out of the ground and he has some time to actually damage him when he's doing either the green stuff or the fireballs. You can just kind of wait there a second, and then you'll know, okay, in a second there's going to be a tail target here, but I can still wait, you know, a second on top of the yellow circle and then get the fuck out. And so yeah, what you don't want is like you make a circle and then right when you move it makes another circle, because that would make you have to kind of move all around. You can usually spawn 2 circles in the same place, and then right when the second one gets targeted, then you move. And here, when you get below 40%, he will take a deep breath. If you are in the fire, you'll die, of course. That could not be a more obvious one-shot kill. Here I make another mistake. I went for a greedy buff macro there, and the tail came up and killed me. I couldn't cancel it fast enough. Don't buff unless you are sure that you can get away with it. Very foolish. Here I know I can go all the way to the right corner and get stunned because the circle is not where that rock is. So it's fine to get stunned sometimes when you know that there's no danger. Here he's doing the green stuff again, so I can damage him. So I go to the right side. Then you can see right below me a tail spawns, so I move. Another tail spawns, so I move. It's as easy as that. And he's going to take a deep breath again. So I wait about 3/4 of the way across, you see, because he'll actually come out of the ground and kill you instantly. Just him coming out of the ground. So you can't wait in the actual corner. You have to wait, like, you know, to the side of him so he doesn't hit you. To see if he comes up on that side. And then if he doesn't come up on that side, once he takes a deep breath in about 1 second, then you know that he'll be on the other side. So you have to haul some ass to the other side to get to not die. And here he's doing the fireballs again. So it makes a circle around me. I could have died here. Pretty lucky. I didn't die right there. Definitely tail could have spawned below me right when I got hit by that stun. Weirdly, he did not come up right there. I think it must be minimum time or something. He needs to be underground. Almost killed myself right there. You can see this fight gets dicey, but just have to keep it moving. But yeah, when you're doing this fight, don't worry about standing in the green stuff. Like, you have in your mind you want to avoid everything, but you can't avoid everything, so you want to avoid only the things that will one-shot you, or the things that will get you one-shot, like the rocks in certain situations. Like, if he's on one side and you teleport, like, across the map, the tails won't be able to reach you over there. He's, you know, tails are a part of him. They don't have that much range. So here I get the fuck out because that looked really dicey. And I didn't realize here he was doing the fireballs, so I actually die there. But at this point, it should be free. I have bind soon. He's really low. So I know that he's going to do either the green stuff or the fireballs soon, so I just use my invincibility frame, 5th drop skill, and he dies. Yeah. So the big thing is putting the tails where you want them to come up, dodging the rocks. Don't worry about the green stuff. Make sure you don't die to the big yellow circle, and make sure you don't die to take a deep breath. and a lot of that will come with just practicing. You have to learn kind of the micro timings of you know, when when his tails are coming up. It can be hard to kind of time it perfectly. Sometimes you'll just die like, you know, one frame earlier that you moved, you would have lived, sort of thing. But luckily, base Nexon has made it so there's no, with an asterisk that there's still a bug where it'll say you're still in the fight when you're actually not in the fight, and you have to wait like a minute or two. Uh, Besides that bug, you can go into the real fight as many times as you want. So, like with no cooldown. Ever since the patch that just happened this 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So, once you have the buffs and stuff, then you can go for the real guy. Of course, 100k per key, but that's nothing. And with these tips, you should be able to start to at least hack away at them, and you'll get there eventually. Really, like, these bosses are bullshit, but it feels really rewarding to get to the point where you can kill them by yourself, because overcoming such bullshit is just so empowering. So thank you for watching. Hope you can kill CVel, and I'll see you next time.